Writing is my expression of emotions, you know. Everybody has a different way of expression. Some people get upset when they are emotionally charged. For me, it's always writing. Some people, talk about it. Some people use music as a media. In my case, writing is my media. And I used to write from the beginning. It is not that I started writing only when I became Narayan Murthy's wife, okay? Much before that. My mother was a school teacher, and if you have a mother who is a school teacher, and also you're at home, the school at home and school in the college, in the school, was very strict. They are very strict, okay? My mother used to tell me, write 25 lines every weekend. I said, why should I write? She said, if you want food, you should write. And I was a foodie, so I used to write. Writing what, how I spend my weekend, this, that, etc. For a year I wrote. Later she never told. I started writing on my own. When I became well-known author, I asked my mother, we are 3 sisters. Other 2, she never told, only me. I said, why? Why only me used to insist 25 lines? She said, beta, as a teacher I realized, as a mother I realized, you have a flair for writing. And you are a lazy one. Okay? So other 2 sisters very good in knitting, drawing, embroidery, all those things. They have some talent in somewhere else. Your talent was only in writing. She sent me to a stitching class. I came back after 1.5 days. Sent me a music class. I came after 1 day only. The teacher said, send her home. So she said, you have only love for writing. Unless I push, you would not have written. So my mother, who pushed me to writing, for a year. After that I started writing, and then in college days I used to write, like a teenager's what they write. But later I took it seriously. Writing is my expression, and for children there is a reason I write. Today there is no joint family. Very few people are blessed with a joint family. And India, I can tell you, all my friends of my age group, they said, I wanted to go and meet someone. They said, don't come between 7 and 9. I said, why? Tulsi is getting married. I said, which Tulsi? He said, the serial heroine. I said, let her get married. What's your problem? No, mother-in-law is not good. I said, she is happy with her mother-in-law, not you. So all Dada, Dadi, Nana, Nani are very busy. Most of them are busy in 7 to 9 TV serial. And both parents are working. When they come back home, if the child says, tell me some story, everybody will get. And Bangalore traffic, the office will be over at 5:30, will reach by 8:30. They want to hit the bed. The best way to keep children busy is get them a computer game. Children are happy. Dada, Dadi, Nana, Nani are happy. Parents are happy. But the values what our parents know. Now, for example, I know in Hong Kong, there are a lot of Sindhis who came from undivided India. And during partition or pre-partition, they came, established a big business houses. They have undergone so many difficulties in life, leaving their homeland, crossing the sea, unknown country, unknown language. It is not like going to Punjab to Uttar Pradesh. It is unknown language, unknown culture, with no money in their hand, and establishing a successful business is no joke. What experience they have undergone initially, and later when they got money, what experience they felt it about their motherland, and they are not able to go, they are able to go. Those things we have to tell our children. For example, all my friends who are Sindhis in Bombay, I asked them about Jhulelal. They say, yeah, there's one temple. I said, no, that is the temple for Sindhis. So when I went to Karachi, I told I want to see Jhulelal because there's a big history behind that. Or Bulle Shah, for that matter. But I said, Bulle Shah, I've heard this name. Is it Badshah movie? I said, no, it's a Bulle Shah. 3rd generation Sindhis, most of them, it is not all, some of them at least, who are brought up in Bombay, they are more of the Bollywood than the Bulle Shah. So these are the great values the ancestors have. For example, Kannada language, which I talk, is 2000 years old. Now, if I don't talk about my language, they may not, your children may not, my children, grandchildren are brought up in UK. They are very much British. But I still tell them, beta, you may be knowing English, but I have a language which is 2000 years old. And what it tells about our knowledge, about our stories, about our mythology. This is the duty of grandparents as a catalyst, to carry what their experience to their grandchildren. And that is not happening today due to various socio-economic reasons. Like you may want, like in my case, I want to tell my grandchildren are sitting in London. I can't tell anything. So the one way I felt was to express the good values of life. You call a child and tell, okay, beta, you should tell truth. Satyam vada, dharmam chara. He says, enough of moral science class, I'm going out. And everybody will do that. So I rather write a story. If you tell truth, what happens? If you lie, what happens? And give those stories in the form of a book. Then they will enjoy. I just thought I will write this way and see. In India, if you take English speaking, one of the English speaking countries, you try to understand who speaks English, what level. It's an inverted curve. There are people like Shashi Tharoor who are fantastic, like walking dictionary. They know every sentence in synonyms, all those things a lot. But those people are few. There are some people you teach every day, they won't understand. Those people are few. Majority of them are colloquial English they know. I sit, I got up, that kind. They are not English. They are not English literature students, but they are communicative English people, most of them. So, if you write a book for a child, like Enid Blyton's book they read, Enid Blyton says there are famous 5, they went to a cave, they went to a village. In Indian scenario, today's scenario, if you send 5 children outside your house, cross the road and see the, cave and come back, they won't come back only. It's not easy. In Delhi and all, I will not send somebody like that at all. So, there's a vacuum. Children who can talk in English, converse in English, read in English, and they did not have a non-detailed text, non-detailed books, apart from your educational books. There is a vacuum of English authors for Indian children. I'm not talking about Hong Kong English children, because yours is all international. Our people in general, they go to an English medium school, come back, but they can't read in Kannada, Hindi, Marathi, Bengali, Gujarati. They are going to English medium. There was a vacuum of this. And that vacuum, unknowingly, I filled it.
That's great.
And that's
wonderful.
the reason my children